Okay, Komal says login page. Okay, so we'll start from there only. No, we did not stop at login page. We were somewhere inside error handling only, but we did not actually complete error handling. Alright, let me just check and then I will tell you. We have already wasted 20 minutes here. Okay, so we have stopped at error handling only, and inside error handling, we have to do duplicate ones. So we don't get an error, we get a code for duplicate ones, right? So that is why we stopped there. Okay,
Sir, are you recording today's lecture also?
yes, yes, I will be recording every lecture. All right, so I have started recording. Chalo, so I have started recording. Let's just see how our server is working. So node one full stop. We start running in the same folder. Yeah. So we have our about page. We have our new blog as well, and over here, so we are not getting error, but I guess we were stopped here. Yeah. So this is where we have stopped as for now. So I guess we will have to simplify this as well. Let's just copy this guy down and add an or tag over here. Yeah, now we can have our if and else, and then so now that we have everything, so last time where we were was we were removing our, so inside our form, yeah, we were removed this, and then we checked that if something is missing or the, yeah, it says please fill in data. All right, so this is where we stopped, and after this we want to start with our uh, so let me just go to my git repo. So github.com. Yeah. Yeah, so since we have worked with this, let's just start working with our handling the error from the back end. So we have handled error in the front end, right? So we want to handle it from the back end now. We are big people now, so let's just start with that. And over here, the first thing that we'll be doing is we'll be starting with the try and catch block. So we will say try. Okay, so now this is snippet for me. I'll prefer ERR. For now, we will be just console logging any error that we get inside our block. All right. So let's just start. So we should say start by getting data from backend. So we'll say const res equals to await. All right. So right now we are already there, and then we will say fetch, and then we want to go to the blocks part, right? So right now, if we go to the block controller, not specifically there, we should be in the routes. And if you see, we go to post and then slash, then we are able to create a new post. All right. So we'll say fetch blocks. All right. So the first is the link from where you should be fetching, and the second parameter it takes is the method. So headers that should be passed in over here. Yeah. So should be passing this. Then we want to stringify our JSON body, right? Because we have passed in from there. So we'll say JSON dot stringify, and then we need to pass in all the details. So title, snippet, and then body. Let's say title, uh, snippet, and then body. And in fact, since we are already handling all this from the back end, let's just remove this if block, because if you see over here and if you go to our blog model right now, you see we have this required and then it says title is required, so we'll be able to fill that data in from the backend only. So let's not do that, and instead of handling it from the front end, handling anything from the back end is far better than handling it from the front end, because in server you get to even process your data, and then there's, even though we just remove two lines right now, there might be something big that you want to do, and server, since they do not have a screen and are more better optimized to use the cpu, so they will do anything faster than your normal computer. All right. So right now let's just start from here, and then we can say headers, and then we need to pass in our headers. So the first will be the type of header, and then second will the parameter. So the first header is content type, so we'll say content type, and then the second thing we'll be passing is that, all right, this is an application and it's a JSON file. Okay. So yeah, it should not be a comma over here. Yes, now this should be something like this over here. Okay. So once that we get our response, we can say const data. Okay. Now instead of doing things over here, you can always say like this, so get only the data from response. But let's say you need to use the response ahead, so let's just keep the response entirely. In further developments we can always optimize this. So we can say equals to response data equals to response dot json. Yeah, the second thing that why we use this response dot json from here is because we are not passing anything known as data from backend, right? So that's why. So over here we can say response dot json, and let's just console log data for now. All right. So refresh this page, and yeah, since we are handling stuff from the back end, let's just for the time being remove this, and let's refresh it again. So just now what I did was remove this all three required, and how I did was I selected one required and then hit control D twice because I wanted to select the three of them. Let's say I selected wanted to select all of them at once, I can just say control shift L and it selects all of them for me. So now on saving this, refresh it, and then if I hit submit, uh, now that we have not entered anything, I guess. Okay, it says promise was rejected, syntax error at token at JSON position. Okay, so we are getting some error at least. Chalo. Yeah, so we need to say await because we are waiting for response, right? So we have to say await response.json, else it will be stuck with promise, and we need to refresh the page as well. And now yeah, it says syntax error, unexpected greater than a token. All right, so we are getting our error from proper place. All right, so what can be the thing that we are doing wrong right now? So this should be over here now. You just refresh it, hit submit, and go back to the console. Yeah, now we do get a proper error. So let's just clear this and let's hit us error. Now you see inside this errors, we are getting every error that we need: body, snippet, and then title. All right. So what we can do is now, just like this, we were using our if block, right? So we are saying if something missing, we were saying title error dot text content equals to the error, right? So now, since we are getting data from the backend, what we can do is we can use the same if statement over here and say if data dot errors. All right, so we can say if data dot errors, or ERRO, yeah. So errors, we can say title error dot text content equals to something. So let's just do the same for each one of them, and let's just snippet error, and I guess one more was body error. And now we want to put in something dynamically from here, so we'll say data dot errors dot title. So yeah, we need title, so we'll say title. Okay, let's remove this, and yeah, so same thing that we want to do over here is uh, we want to put in our body over here, and then we can put in snippet. Okay, chalo. So now if we refresh this again and now submit it, yeah, now it says title is required, snippet is required, and then it also says body is required. Then let's just try inserting some stuff and say submit. Yep, now it says only body is required. All right, so yeah, we can now handle errors from backend, but let's see, do we have any blog? Yeah, so it says home page. All right, so this is a blog. I'm sorry for randomly naming them. Okay, so we have one more. So it says voice control bot. All right, so what if we have a title that has already been taken? So let's just say snippet is required, and then this is also required. Now we should not get any error. Instead, hmm, let's just do this and yeah, submit it, please. Yeah, we need to, I need to show you guys the error from backend. So right now, you see, we are not handling any duplicate error. So let's just do console log error over here, right? So now if I try and submit this and open up my console, yeah, you see we get a code over here right now, and it says E double one the triple zero, that's 11,000 duplicate key error collection. So what we can do over here right now is we can handle this error by using the code. So we do not get a message, we instead we get a Mongo error. All right, so this error actually gets handled from the MongoDB database, because last time I told you that it was a bug, right? So it is apparently not a bug. You see, Mongoose handles this errors for us. So whenever it gets the data, it processes it. Now it cannot know whether the data is unique or not, so it sends the data to the MongoDB, and then after MongoDB sends us the error, it converts the error into nice and readable file, and then it gives us the code that it's an 11,000 and the data was not found. So how do we handle this is, obviously we need to go to our handle errors part, and first step should be remove our console.log error, and before handling validation we want to handle our error code. So we can say if error dot code. All right, is equal to 11,000. Now there will be many different errors, like say you want to work with arrays and all, so there are bajillion amounts of errors you can get. But so there are some unrealistic and realistic errors as well. So you can always handle the realistic errors and make sure that you cover at least 100% of the 60 to 70%, 80 to 90% of handling errors is great. 100% is not impossible, but you can say it's close to impossible. But keeping and going there, it means that you did an excellent job of handling errors. Okay, so now if we have an error dot code with an 11,000, we can say errors dot, so the duplicate code comes from the error for the title, right? So we can say errors dot title equals to that title is already taken. Okay, chalo. So now if I try and submit this, yeah, you see it says that title is already taken, and yeah, we won't get that console log already. So what if we don't get an error? So right now let's just say something else over here, and if I submit this, you see we get another error. It says unexpected token greater than JSON at position 0. Now this is because we have not handled something inside data if we don't have an error. So let's just say console log data right now and copy this, and let's just refresh it. Even though it must have been added, so it says 123 right now. If I go to the blog, yeah, you see it says voice control bot 123. Let me just go to my index.ejs because I don't like this small and big thing. So yeah, this is the problem. And then we can always add an h3. Let's add a br tag as well, so we can say br right now. And on refreshing it, and let's just go to this guy. Let's go to the home page. Yes, at least now we are getting something. Why are you closing the tag? So control k, control shift s, now it should work. Okay, br is not working, so let's just save it multiple times and refresh. Okay, it does not want to. Chalo, fine. So now that we do not get an error, we realize that, but we do get, okay, so still we have an, oh, okay. So I was editing inside the no block to display part. So we need to do this over here, and yeah, inside our this tag, what we can say is bnh1 please for me. And yeah, now on saving this, hopefully it comes under an h1. Yes, it is a far bigger part. And save this guy as well, so it looks far better now. And we can always add a br, so refresh it. Yes, so now that we have a spacing as well, let's add another br tag over here. So yeah, yep, we do get that. And sorry, I'm wasting time in styling and all. So now that we know that if we don't have any error, we are not able to, do we have voice control bot already? Yes, we do have that. So let's just say 123 123 and then add in something random over here. Yeah, you see, wait a second. So right now if you see, we are over here. So yeah, it will always give us a syntax error, and it is actually logging in data. It is not actually logging out the data for us. So let's just go over here. Yeah, it should be logging it to us, but yes, we are not getting anything right now. So hopefully we are sending something from here. Yes, we are redirecting to the slash blocks part, right? But you don't want to, because it is not actually possible, because we are working right now from the front end. We are not just sending in some using our this part. So previously we said action equals to and all. So now server cannot handle it for you. You will have to handle it for yourself from the front end. So what we'll do over here is we will say else. All right, we'll say location dot assign, and then we'll say slash. All right, so if I submit it again, okay, we are getting this error. So yeah, first of all we need to refresh and say this is error test, and then this should say hello, and something like that. Okay, we are still getting something else. So mhm. So I guess what is the mistake that we are actually doing? So we could say now, if data dot blog, yeah, should we be getting something known as a blog from backend? Yeah, just like I said, we cannot send anything like that only. So we'll say data, and then inside over here we'll create parentheses, and then we'll say blog, and then we'll say blog created. Okay, now you don't want to send in the actual blog that was created over there. That will just add in a payload, and you want to automatically redirect it. So you can either say blog only over here and then send it to the front end. Okay, so let me just show it to you guys that you can actually do that. Okay, so we'll say console log data dot blog. Chalo, so now if I refresh this, and okay, so now that we have lots of them already filled in, let's just say something, something, and something. Yeah, okay, we are still getting an error. Why are we getting an error? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, all right. So did this get? Yeah, it did get added to. Okay. Okay, let's just see that if it works. So we can just say location dot assign, and then let's just say this, refresh this part, and yeah. So okay, we are still getting some errors, so it is not coming in for me. What could be the error? So if you are giving me an error, please let me know what is the error, please. So block create post. Yeah, let's just console log the error. The net is available for us. So was anybody saying anything for the entire time, because I was muted for some reason? Not muted. My speakers headphones were off. All right. Let's see if we are entering some random data. It should take us to. All right. So what is the problem? Blog is not defined. Oh yes, we are getting an error from here because we need to define in blog over here. So yeah. So right now let's just go over here, and now instead of assigning, we can say console log data. Chalo, so now on refreshing this, we should be getting something right now, and let's just submit it. Yep, we got two blogs, and then inside that we had blog. All right, but you see this much of data sending and coming back, it leads to like you are unnecessarily handling the traffic for the person, and then there is issues and all that. Now you can, if you want to do work with this blog, you can always do that, but uh, for this reason, let's just say blog created successfully. All right. And over here, let's just say if there is data blog, we can always do this. Let's remove this girl as well. Yeah, now hopefully cross your fingers and things should work, and we should be redirected to home page with this random things. Yeah, you see we are getting this right now, so we can now obviously delete all this. So yes, by the way, if anybody is wondering why has sir put in a lot of voice control bots, I have got myself a robot, and actually I have started making it work on my voice so it can move. Currently it's turned off and is sitting in a corner, but yeah, I'm working on that as well. So this is the final blog test. All right, then this is snippet test, and now we should get error in the body. Yeah, you said body is required. The body is here. We can say yay. And let's just copy this so that we don't have to again and again. Yes, we do get that, and then we also get this. So what about creating a duplicate blog? Yeah, this is a duplicate, and this should not work. All right. Yes, it says that title is already taken. This is the final blog test. Uh, what should we say? Duplicate. Yes. So now on submitting this, yes, we are getting what we need. Chalo. So that is a great thing. So now that we have learned to handle the errors from backend, and we can now also sign up, and then we have login as well. So let's just get started with our user handling. And first of all, we will handle our user for now from the backend. So I guess the first step to do that is copy down this guy, and copy is, so sorry, not control X, is control C it is. And then yes, now instead of doing that, let me just paste it out over here so that in future we can use it. But okay, let's not do that right now. Okay, chalo, let's not do that. It will be utterly confusing and currently useless for us, because I will take an entire lecture on behalf of that, so that I'm able to explain it to you using Insomnia, and then how do you test your backend. So if you become a backend developer in future, let's just say you are a risky person, and you are like, okay, let's do it, I don't care, and then the company hires you for that. So I will teach you how to be safe with Insomnia. So instead of doing that, what we can do today is we can handle something known as hooks. Now hooks are uh, functions or data types that are provided to you by a framework or by a dependency. So right now, you see we have some hooks in React, like your use state, and then you have use effect, use layout effect, and all that many hooks over there. Then you can create your own hook as well. So there are stuff like we have these hooks inside our user model. So we can go to Google and say, Google, please tell me about Mongoose Hooks. All right. Now the two or three that we will be using is, one will be a static hook, then we will be also using pre-hook and then post-hook. All right. So now it is actually a middleware. So it uses validate, save, remove, and when one is updated, delete, one is updated, something like that. All right. So yeah, you see we have this hook. So it says schema dot pre, and then we pass in a save. So before saving, you want to do something with that data, you can do over here. And then there is one more, that is the post, and by the name itself it says post. All right. So uh, now there are things. So init means initialize, validate means validate the data. So if you want to know that if the data is being saved properly, and so all that stuff. All right. So there are many other things as well. Let me just reduce the brightness. Yeah, it was hurting my eyes. So now there are many other different types of hooks, but yeah, so before removing something, if you want to move that data from somewhere else as well, uh, so there are many other things. The most common and then notable things, and the two hooks that we will be using is pre and post hooks. Okay, chalo. So let's just get started with it. All right. Uh, Instead of doing it inside our user, what we will do is, guess what we'll be doing is, let's handle it inside our blog model only, so that once we create the actual logic for user handling, now at that time we will learn about the same. I would love to do that, but given that we have only 10 minutes, so let's just go back to our database right now. And yeah, let's just close all this and go to our blog model. Yeah, so now we can say over here is blog schema. All right. Then over here pre, so that means before data is being saved, so pre save. What you want to do is create an asynchronous function. All right. And then function, and then pass in something over here. So you always want to pass in next, because you don't want to be stuck somewhere inside a hook. All right. So over here we will say, uh, let's just console log for now. All right. Console dot log new blog is being saved. Okay. uh, Now you want to do some things, but you see it may take time, so let's just stimulate it. So it says set timeout. Please give me the entire structure. Set timeout. Yeah. And then we will say 3000 over here. So after 3 seconds it should say, it should go to the next. All right. So just keeping in mind and creating a realistic scenario. And also for over here, now post, unlike this guy, we will say, uh, yeah, after saving. All right, we will say another function over here. And then over here, now you don't need to pass in a next over here, because inside your post works, this happens after the data is sent to the user. So the user does not have to wait until things happen over here. But still you can always pass in a next. So if you pass in a next over here, MongoDB knows that before sending the data to, Mongoose knows that before sending the data to the user, it should be, there should be something done with it. So we can say console.log blog is saved. All right, successfully. Hopefully now, let's just say the same thing over here. Hello. So now whenever we are saving our blog, so if we go back to our this part and go to the new blog, now this should take time. This is hooks blog. This blog was created with hooks, chalo. And this is a blog. Yeah. So now on submitting this, now it should take up to like a lots of time. Yeah, it took us some time to come back over here, and you see it says blog, new blog is being saved, and then blog is saved successfully. Let's do this one more time, but instead of waiting on this string, what we can do is we can wait over here. So right now you can say blog title, you can say title snippet and then body. All right, so now as soon as I submit this, you see it says blog, new blog is being saved, and then it says blog is saved successfully. Now both of them were carried out a few times. So yeah, I guess mm, let's just put this both inside a set timeout function. Yeah, so now it should take 3 seconds to for each of them to pop in. So now this is final test and then passing something over here and here. Yeah, now it after 3 seconds it should say, yeah, it says new blog is being saved, and then it says blog is being successful. Now both of these hooks get started at the same time, so they are taking some uh, both are being processed at the same time. But if you had some huge data to save and there is a large scale of data and your database is huge, this will take time, and I don't even have to pass in this 3 second timeout. If I put it 6 over here now, then it will be better. But let's just stop here. All right, and let me just remove this set timeouts as well. They are just notorious. You don't want to keep them inside your blog. Okay, chalo. So I guess that ends our lecture over here. Tomorrow we'll be creating our entire user and we'll be handling error as well. So from now on our pace will be fast. So I expect that you guys will be also going a tad bit faster. Komal, I guess your exams finish by Friday. So Thursday, no, sorry, Saturday. So that's day after tomorrow. So you will be starting working, right? Just in case anyone knows, just type in Y or Z or something. All right, Komal said yes. Uh, yeah, so that is it for the day. Pawan, you had some doubt. You said that you would be sharing the screen with me later on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can do that now. Komal, that's great. Finish your exams. Study hard, ah. Don't then later you will repent saying that I should have studied a tad bit more. Please don't do that. Okay, give your best, take your best. Then in Hindi
Guys,
वैसे पछतावा.
you can
So
exit now if you have work.
you said that you had some doubts, so
No, sir.
you
I am talking about the remaining people. They can exit.
yeah they can exit. Guys, if you don't have any doubt, you can leave. Sunita and Komal, you both can also leave.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I got an error in that block route is not defined. You
Mm-hmm.
can see.
Okay. Yeah, welcome, Sunita.
I just added the block router app use of slash blocks block router user.
You have not imported it inside your import statement. Yeah, you have not imported it over there. And why do you use Gitless, by the way? Do you have other people working on this project? Or have you worked in collaboration with someone else?
No, sir. No, sir.
Then why are you guys using that? Come on, yeah. It just makes your VS Code slower and all. Because
Which
it's
one, sir?
always the extension that you are using. It says use seconds ago, uncommitted changes and all. All right, chalo, that's fine. Uh, you need to import your that. Yes. So blog router. No, 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 no. Not space or equal to. Just say blog router.
Yes, sir. Required. Hello.
Yes, equals to require.
Require blog router. I should. I have to give the blog router path, sir. Dot
Yeah,
slash
router.
routes.
Yeah, routes, and then inside that blog router.
Dot slash. I think so.
No, 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 no. No, it will go as folder back, right? You are in
Okay,
the
sir.
root directory by default.
Okay.
Yeah, save it and try running it again.
Sir,
Uh,
even though I add that, you gave me to add in the settings.json file, I add
yeah,
that
yeah.
even though my node one is not working.
Okay, then I guess you will have to use CMD. Did you try using your PowerShell? Yeah,
Windows
okay.
PowerShell, sir.
Yeah, I guess then the problem is from Windows PowerShell by default. Because if that did not work, then you will have to look up there. I guess there is some other way you can do that. So we got one more error.
Sir,
Go up.
just
Let's see what is the error now. Node express.js. No, no, you went far up. You went far up. Go down. Go down. Down, down, down. Yeah, just go a bit up, tad bit up. Unexpected token.
token
Yeah. Go to your block controller.
block details.
Yes, you forgot to put the equal to an arrow before that.
Oh shit. Okay. I think we got another error, sir, here. Object.anonymous.
Hmm. No, I guess that was just one error.
Not serving.
Okay, we got one more. So it's blog router 224.
No, sir, no, sir. It's
No, okay, it says listening on port. All right.
wait a minute. Log is not defined.
Okay, go back
68
there.
line
All
68.
right, I understood it. Understood. In express.js only. Go to line number 68.
68 is a blog.find.
Why did you create that MVC model for?
Sir,
You see, you created that slash blogs and all. I guess you should be editing parts of that as well. So right now the issue is that you have not imported blog as well.
what to do? Uh, Sir, from where should I import? From slash blogs, I think.
No, no, from blog model. Type in dot slash model slash blog model. Yeah,
I think I missed those things.
try and refresh the page. Yes.
Sir,
क्या किया?
oh,
ले निकल.
script post. Sir, while I am trying to
Hmm.
post a blog, it's showing that cannot post slash blog
Well,
slash
this is
create.
because you have the old code. At least when you're copying, make sure that you see what the changes are there. Go back to your code.
Old code means. Uh, what is it?
Remove that app.post slash blogs. Remove it. Remove that
This
app
one,
dot.
sir.
Yeah, yeah. Remove all that part. Hmm. Close it.
Then
Go up. App.get slash create. Remove that as well.
get get slash create.
You have put in everything over here only.
Sir, I didn't remove get blog and delete blog from here, sir.
Yeah, you are. Okay, you can keep that. It's just for your reference if you want. All
Yes, sir.
right.
I just kept it, sir. If I get any error, then I can show
No,
that.
no, it is not giving any error. You are not going to that page. It won't give you any error. You can keep that forever. No problem.
Okay,
Go
sir.
down. There are things that you should be removing. Remove that app.get slash create right now.
Sir, this one I created. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go up. Yeah, move up, 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 up. I guess. Hmm. Hmm, well, move that slash blocks router down. You should call everything according to the flow of program. Always make sure that, because somebody else, if you sees now, he will get migraine if he sees code like this.
I'm just a
No,
beginner, sir. Where should I put that blog, sir?
down, go down. As soon as you start routing stuff now, so slash about and all that. No, up also, still up, move up. Yeah, tad bit up. I guess no, not still. Yeah, before add block. Yeah, go down and add one. Yep. So always remember that whenever you're coding now, place arguments, constants, and functions according to the flow of code. So see, no matter how good of a programmer you are, if somebody can't read your code properly, now the company won't keep you for a long time. I always get shouting from my head because I sometimes do the same thing that you have done right now. So it's okay, but make sure that you keep your code clean. All right.
Okay,
Chalo.
sir.
So now there is one more condition that you need to add. Okay.
Sir, here I removed the slash create. Then how can I?
Sorry. Go to your block controller.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, over here you must have. Yeah, you see res dot render create.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
So now
sir.
this is
There is
being
no place.
line number 16.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. And now
Yes.
go to your routes. So blog router.js. Yep. And now you see we have written app.get slash create, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
did.
So now go back to your express.
Yes, sir.
So now you need to go in there every time you put a slash over there, right? So go back to the Chrome. Let's see how did you get that error for the first part.
I
So you
just
did
didn't
say
notice.
post over here, all right.
It will say this cannot post blogs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go back to
I,
your this
I
over here.
will start
Go
my
to
server.
your create.ejs file. All right, we have one more error now. Question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, it's just a error from MongoDB. Don't worry about that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
cannot post blogs. All right, action equals to slash blogs, not target.
Okay.
Method will remain the same. Yeah. Now try it. You know you have to edit this, right? And
Yes, sir. I will add the CSS and in
okay, now go back to your code. I guess there is one more error now.
blog
Yeah,
validation page.
failed. Kind path title is required. Okay, ID, title, class, body, and snippet. Okay, go to your block controller again. Okay, go back to block controller again, and there is this one, right? So just console log your body. Let's see what comes in there. Uh, Under line 21, line 21.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Create a console.log. Hit enter. Say console.log. Type in request.body in brackets. Yeah. Whenever you get an error, now start console logging. So put
Okay,
it
sir.
in somewhere between. So now that you know that okay, error comes after this or after that. So like that, you can always uh, think about that. So let's just say Node Express .js. Hmm. Go back. Uh, yes. Okay. Now try a post. Okay, we still are getting some error. Go back there. Let's see what comes inside the body. Make your terminal a tad bit bigger so that we can see where is the request.body being console logged. Yes, go up. Title, edit path, error path. Well, that's required. Snippet is also required. Body is also required. Go up. I guess yes. You are not getting your body, so you have to go to express.js file. Yeah, inside there you have to add a few more middlewares. I guess you missed them.
Which one,
Go
sir?
up, 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 up. Yeah, you did not use express.json. Hit enter on line number 11. Add a line. I guess app.use express.json
Yes.
dot
Dot
json.
JSON.
Yeah. Uh,
Why should we use this, sir? Express dot JSON.
it allows us to use the body from the front end. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Wait, let me just see if you have still missed something. Yeah, I guess that's yeah. JSON should have parentheses, so it's a function actually. Yeah, put it inside a function. And one more thing, just wait a bit, huh? Let me just check if your create.ejs file is right. Class equals to create blog content. Nope, not in this one. I guess I will have to look inside the previous one. I should really create branches so that I know what I am supposed to teach today and tomorrow. So this is not the one. Nope. First Node.js.
Sir, I didn't write the code in home.ej, sir. That means
Sorry.
blog.title for each. It's not needed, no, sir.
Well, it is needed. How will you see your blocks which are being added or not?
I thought it was only for the one
Yeah.
we just tried before in backend, no, sir. We just added the object
Oh, okay,
like a
okay,
title,
okay.
snippet. So I thought only for that
Hmm.
uh, I should add
So,
this, no, sir.
yeah, you have to add it because
Is
if
it
you are
only the
not
error, sir? Maybe.
sorry.
It is the error, I think, sir.
No, no. Let me just check if for your EJS file we use blocks and then inside my create.ejs. Yeah, action is it is supposed to be slash blocks. All right, now try it. Let's see if it works. Save it and rerun it. Just refresh it now. It will send the data automatically. Now it won't. Okay, go back there now. Let's see what is still the error. Make it big. See if we are getting anything inside our body. Okay, now at least we are getting something like that. All right, all right. Go to a create.ejs file once more. Let's see. Action equals to blog method is post. All right. That should not say snip. It should say snippet. SNIPPET. No, not there, not there. Inside the ID and all. First of all, that one thing is coming now. It would just create a snippet error, but still, why are we getting that this issue? Uh, why are we getting this now? Why? Path body is required, right? Go to express.js again. Well, you are using the proper things, so sometimes it just does not want to work. I really hate it. Uh, yeah, yeah, you are missing one line, one more line. You have to say app dot. Uh, what was that line? App dot use. Add
Where
one
should I
more.
put it, sir?
Yeah, below this only.
App
App
dot
dot
use
use express
express
dot
dot.
URL encoded.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in brackets, add extended to be true. Yeah, put one more curly bracket. Yes, now put in the extended true. Now you can just cross your fingers, else I will sort that error out myself later on. I guess you don't have ESLint and all because it should tell you that the error is coming from here.
Which one, sir?
There is an extension and stuff. All that, let's just forget it for now. I will. Now you will have to configure it. You can actually install it if you want directly, but you see, you will have to configure it using Webpack module, and it automatically prettifies your code and all. Please look it up in Google or somewhere. It will be far better.
Oh, what is that name, sir?
ESLint.
ESD.
Yeah. Try in node.express.js again, I guess. Well, do we still have an error?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Go up. See if at least the body is coming right now. Go up. No, no, I guess you have gone a lot up. So, okay, we are still not getting the body. Why are we not getting a body from here? Yeah, we should be getting one.
From here, sir.
Yeah, we should be getting a body. Why are we not getting a body?
Sir, can I share my GitHub link so that we can
Yeah,
check it
yeah, please,
later?
please do that. Uh, Everything is fine at this point. Just push this with the error to the GitHub. I will
Okay, sir.
check it
I
out
will
later
check.
on. All right. Just share it with me. All right.
Okay, sir. I will send.
Yep.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. No problem. Chalo. Bye.
Bye, sir. Sir, I will share. Can I share it in these messages or I will share in WhatsApp?
Share in WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
Messages we will lose it later on.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.